Spider-Man 2 not working has been an eye-opener to all the games that I have but don't play, and with the release of Sims 1 and 2 being so soon after, I found myself not having the money to get them again at full price. But as I went to sleep listening to my Indian tech support scam ASMR, clutching my Funko Pop Jinx in a jar, I realized that being broke was a fundamental part of the Spider-Man experience, alongside going out and touching grass. And where's a good place to do that? Real life? Outside? What are you smoking, crack? The Sims 2! Huh?
Hey Thomas, that's the third one.
3! The Sims 3! We're playing as a normal, chill guy, Tes Foreman. And I know the more name knowledgeable of you might think, hey, isn't this a girl's name? And yes, you would be right. In fact, Google told me the same thing. But if there's anything I've learned from AI Dub, Family Guy, Brainrot, and Bill Nye, gender is a spectrum. Much like the autism that this site says I'm probably on. But, I mean, it is wrong. Just look at this autism bingo card. Oh, okay. I mean, four bingos is good, but damn, I was too off of a total blackout. The spectrum's rigged. The spectrum's rigged. It's rigged, I tell you. But look, all of that just to say that yes, it is a girl's name. But do I give a flying No. Others may be wondering why I don't just name it after myself or Rudy, and that is for the simple fact that I am sometimes superstitious, and there is a fair chance that the sim will not live to see the light of day tomorrow. However, that is not our goal for the sim, because we're gonna give him a good life. We're gonna get our sim a nice home, a stable job, a loving wife, real wife, not a schizo hallucination wife. That's a crucial detail, and no, I will not elaborate on it. We're starting off with literally nothing to our name except this plot of land and, well, no money. Those of you with astute observational skills will realize we have no house either, which means we are technically home. Well, he's technically homeless. We're not homeless. He's homeless. He's technically homeless. And as they say in the hit 2001 movie Lord of the Rings, winter is coming. As in, we will freeze to death if we do not get to work. Right off the bat, we start talking to everyone we can find, earning great success and much social credit. But primarily this one girl dressed as a llama. But we started spamming the shit out of all the romance options in a forbidden jitsu known simply as love bombing. In a world record 80% relationship speedrun, we made her a romantic interest by nightfall. This strategy worked wonders as the older Sims games weren't really realistic in communication. I know this because I also went up to a furry and started saying Fuma Gibbs Nervalis Skiba Yumab Damsanu. And to make a short story even shorter, pepper spray. To add insult to the metaphorical injury that is being romantically interested in Tess, he then asked this girl Ella what her job was before proceeding to pick up a newspaper and say the first job offer he saw when she returned the question. And in what can only be described as divine intervention, she realized she did not want to kiss him. Now this was an issue mainly because I think that they have to kiss to get married. I don't know like the specifics of it. It's been a while since I played. Personally, I'd wait 12 years of marriage and our second child before the first kiss, but we needed to get a ring on her finger and regret in her life. While she wouldn't give love, she would however give flowers, which is arguably better because unlike love, flowers can be sold. We don't care about love, we care about money. And I haven't played this game in a while, so I don't remember how Sims eat all too well. Poor Tess here would have actually starved to death on day one if it wasn't for his ethically challenged grifting, shall we say. With the flowers we've acquired, we now have a bed. Bought, paid for, pissed in. Well, that's hyperbole really, because CB invited Ella to stay the night. Why she stayed the night with a stranger on a plot of land with a single bed, a trash can and a postbox? I guess we'll never know. But given there's only one bed, we needed to get our ass to sleep. And so what she did, for some reason, was piss next to our bed. And I mean, I'm not complaining. Old Jack Sparrow had it a tad bit worse. But Tess then woke up to piss on the other side of the bed. You'd think these two weirdos are a match made in heaven, until you realize we just could not afford a toilet. We got up for our first job in the political career. It seemed like the quickest way to turn a buck. Hope there's a scandal, cover it up, get a raise. That's probably what you were thinking, huh? You were thinking it was so simple. Well, you're damn right it is. We got a promotion of a whopping 1 simoleon from doing that. We're making bank on the way to the big leagues, sniffing caviar off of BBLs or whatever rich people do. And you may be wondering how we plan to live. Okay, but don't worry, it's all a plan, okay? We can eat at a burger joint for under 50 simoleons per day, and work feeds our boy Tess here. You don't need 3 meals, you need 3 income revenues. You don't face starvation when your only hunger is the grind. With our metaphorically, figuratively, literal hunger satiated, we went to the gym to use their toilets and showers. The cycle went on and on, spending excess money only on dates. Because here's a little thing about economics that I picked up from ChatGPT. You spend money, stonks. Now ChatGPT didn't put it that way, if I'm being honest. Like, I can't remember exactly what it said, but you get the gist of it, okay? Ella was an investment into the future of our boy Tes Foreman, because once Ella marries in, we get even more cash from the wedding. Some marry for love, others marry for power. Tes Foreman here marries so that he can finally afford a stove. Ella was originally the love of our lives, until we realized that our boss Cheyenne is also a woman. Now, we usually have a pros and cons list of whether or not to start flirting with our boss to get that sweet juicy promotion, but on one hand she had a kid and a family, and on the other hand we pissed our bed 3 nights ago and now the ground is starting to seep in. I think the choice is fairly obvious here. So we go up to our boss and we start spitting game. Suddenly, boom, we're in. However, this plan did not go according to plan, as this had no effect on our job progression whatsoever. The economy is so bad that not even having an affair with your boss gets your promotion. Poor buddy Tes has been living off of the company coffee and the boss's roast beef. But an important thing to remember in life is that a bad plan is only ruined by a worse execution, and failing was simply not on the table, as we could not afford a table to put said failure on. This became increasingly apparent when the seasons were changing and becoming colder. Rain and snow would become better acquainted than my dentist and prostate exams. Tes got sick and we found out he didn't arrive with everybody else on the long bus because he couldn't enter an eating competition as he was too hungry. Zombies would pop up out of the ground and harass us while we slept, but even they realized this place was a shithole and they left. I can't lie, at this point I was on the verge of giving up on poor Tes here. We've been at it for hours. The front lawn looks like Demi Lovato's countertop. We froze rock solid once and not even the zombies who wanted to haunt us cared enough to stick around. We needed a win. We needed to get Tes a wife. We needed Cheyenne. This was our last ditch effort. So we scraped up all the loose change between the piss puddles and dirt and we got the house sorted out. I mean, sure, it was a 1x1 garden shed with nothing but a lantern and a single bed, but we can make it work. We'll take the bed every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and she can have it every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and alternating Sundays. So we invite Cheyenne out with the intention of proposing, and we had to pick the most romantic spot known to man, a potion store that I'm pretty sure was the front for a meth lab. We proposed with a ring from a previous marriage because money is tight for Tes and I know damn well he could not afford that ring. He couldn't afford breakfast this morning. We rented out a bar and invited all 7 people that Tes knows, including both his fiancée and Ella, the old romantic interest. In retrospect, this was a horrible idea, but it's too late to back out of the marriage now. I know a few of you might relate to that joke, statistically. Anyways, moving on. The wedding went pretty well, and it was almost time to celebrate the half-won challenge. However, little did Tes or I know that his new wife had access to her massive house alongside a dog. So in a final Hail Mary, we managed to get a wife, a dog, and a massive farmhouse. We checked off all the boxes in this final stretch alone, and now for every silver lining there is a cloud. Don't forget that the silver linings there, but there's the clouds. The silver linings on the cloud, it's in the saying, it's actually in the saying. And this cloud's name was Cheyenne's ex-husband. I forgot his name, he's not that important. The issue is that you can't kick a sim to the old house if there isn't a fridge, and given that Tes here ate nothing but Burger King his whole damn life, there was never a need to get a fridge. So the only way to get the house was to have the ex-husband included. They were a package deal. But what did I tell you before? Solutions, not problems, and we had the perfect solution for this. See, it's like it never even happened. G motherfucking G. We did it, boys. Tes Foreman is now middle class. Woohoo!